Hello, I'm Mal, and welcome back to XCOM The Long War, Beta 14. Alright, well, in the last mission, for the first time that I can remember, I had to evac. Or I guess I didn't have to evac, I just thought it was a more sound tactical decision to just withdraw, so... But that irked me. I'm telling you, my ire is up, and therefore, I want to smash some alien face. So, let's spin the globe here, see if we can't get some kind of mission to make that happen. Okay, dodge booster's done. Uplink targeting's done. Small scout. Get some.
We have eyes on the bandit. Nearing strike range.
No survivors. Alright, well, we'll take the cash. Tracking boost done. Bunch of people returning to duty. Do we have Dalton back yet? No, 1 day.
New promotions available in the armory.
Gene mod's done. Okay, so who else needs gene mods? That's a good question. Let's go look. Gene mods tab, and we'll just go through. Does Mad King need something else? We could switch to depth perception. Plus 20 will, defending against side attacks, immunity to panic.
New promotions available in the armory.
Okay, neural dampening. And let's switch to depth perception. And let's give him iron skin. And adaptive bone marrow. Why all this stuff? Because he's the commanding officer of XCOM. Yeah, he's the field commander. Well, I'm the commanding officer, but he's the field commander, so come on now. So, 21 days. That's fine. I'm not going to use him for the base assault, so he'll be ready next month, and he'll be all fancy.
Excellent. We'll begin prepping the candidate for surgery immediately.
Okay, scan. Not going to be anything else this month? Flamethrower. Oh, here we go. Small scout. It looks like it's gonna land, huh? Well, I don't want you to land, so let's go blow you up. Okay, well, it crashed on me in air combat. It does that from time to time. So, I did everything the exact same way, except this time when I shot down, the scout, I got a crash site, which I'm not going to do, because you can, you can skip over crash sites and it doesn't drive up your panic levels. Now, I do lose, technically I lost the money that I got from shooting it down, but whatever. Anyway, we'll just keep going. I'm not doing the crash site because that's not what happened, right? Okay, flamethrower's done. Okay, so technically it was this one, I guess, that the game crashed on me on. This second small one. So hopefully it doesn't do it this time. Now if I get a crash site on this one, I will take it.
Bangs out. Approaching target now.
Nope, no survivors. Okay, fine. Skeleton key. Another scope. Side training. Failure. Alright. Let's go see. Let's look at who's available. Dalton can train. Right. Locked. Dang it. Darn it. Right. Right. Okay. Well, should I send Lisa again then? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Available in the armory.
Unless there's... Well, wait a minute. Let's double check. Is there anyone else with higher will that needs training? Isn't she already trained all the way up? Oh no. She can train. Right. Psi Shadow, Psychokinetic Strike, or Telekinetic Field. Yeah, I want to train that. Don't I have to go to the Psi Lab, though? Put you in there that way? Nope, she's doing it. Okay. 71% chance. That's a pretty good chance. Oh, heavy plasma rifles coming up. Nice. Speaking of rifles, what about some regular plasma rifles? Yeah, Alarium. Right. Okay. Scratch that idea. Failure. Okay. Had a good run there for a little while on this, and now it's not going so well again. 69. I guess we could train him again.
Promotions available
Or try to, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Mind merge? No. Panic is better choice. Looks like Pack Rat's almost done with Psi training, potentially. Success. Nice. Let's look at him real quick. Where you at, Pack Rat? You're an engineer. There you are. 79, or... Oh, I thought it said he had 79 will. Am I looking at that wrong? Oh, I was looking at his aim. Still, though, 67 is not horrible. So what does he have now? No. Psi abilities. Oh, okay, so he's got Psi Inspiration and Psi Panic, and then for gene mods, he's got Secondary Heart, Bioelectric Scan, and Adaptive Bone Marrow. That's probably all he's ever going to need, really. Yeah, he's not a shooty guy. He doesn't need the other stuff.
New promotions available in the armory.
Okay, so we can add someone else to the gene lab. Let's take a look real quick and see if there's anyone else we want to send. Gene mods. He's already had his depth perception thing switched. Neural dampening. You know what? Yes. Confirm that implant.
Commander, I'll have the volunteer prepped and ready for surgery shortly.
Okay, scan. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look here. Launch a satellite over Australia. Walker server's done. Let's see. Or Plasma Dragon almost. Yeah, nice. So that's our LMG plasma weapon. So we've got, basically, the gunners are covered now, and our infantry's covered, or at least one is, because we've got a heavy plasma rifle.
Hyperwave uplink online.
Oh, hi. Hyperwave relay's done. Nice. Okay, so now what do we want to build? I think nothing for the moment. I could get rid of some of these and add in some labs. Yeah, I could. Or I could put some labs in over here, which is really where they should go. Alright, let's put another lab in. It'll help us with the last bit of research that we need to do. Yeah, that's fine. And then to make space, we can always, like, you know, get rid of something. Yeah, 1 credit. Nice. Well, the month's almost over, though. We'll get some money. Let's see. Archangel armor. Oh, don't worry about the base assault. We're doing it. Okay. Actually, we're going to do it right now. So let me put the team together, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, let's take a look at the team. Starting off on the left here, we've got Christine Kohler, aka Brick. Mech 3 Paladin suit, a minigun. Yes, a minigun. Remember, we're building the high-end particle cannon, but it's not ready yet. And since there's 4 mechs on this mission, taking her with a minigun and then giving her 1 item space, being the hollow targeter, if we do shoot with her, which, let's be frank, we typically don't, right? We typically toss mines. But the minigun applies the +10 effect from the hollow targeter just as well as a fancier weapon, right? So there's the reason why she gets the minigun. And then 3 proximity mine launchers, which should give us 15. Next, we've got Abby Thompson, aka Hobo, Shogun Mech. Mech 2 Defender, Railgun, double set of grenade launchers, an autoloader, and tactical sensors. Just as a reminder, +5 defense, up to a maximum of 20. Plus what she has on the suit, right? Just in case she gets shot at. I mean, she can take some hits. She does have absorption fields. But she's, you know, she's a little bit squishy. So the thought process here being that Kohler can lay the mines, and then we can blow up the mines. Plus I've got some mimic beacons in the group and some other stuff, so we can do some shenanigans. And then Abby, giving her the railgun and the autoloader, the thought process being that if I don't use a grenade, I can still use collateral damage to destroy cover. So we've got all kinds of ways of cover destruction, right? Next, we have Sarah Schwartz, aka Firefly. Mech 2 Defender, Railgun, Electropulse, Flamethrower, Alloy Carbide Plating, and Battle Computer. Now, you wouldn't think that I would go do an alien base assault without a Goliath mech, but truth be told, Valkyrie mechs configured the way I did this one as a shock trooper are just as good. Actually, they're better than Goliaths because they have the same kind of durability, but they are much more versatile in terms of being able to dish out damage. At least I think so. I mean, we've got body shield, damage control, shock absorbent armor, repair servos, and absorption fields. But then we've got 2 base shots with light 'em up, and then we have rapid fire. So she can close to distance and take up to 3 shots per turn, or take a shot and then use, you know, a special item like Electropulse, Flamethrower, what have you. Pretty awesome mech, in my opinion. Next, we've got Ursula Klein, aka Echo. Loadout, Mech 2 Defender, the Pulse Lance, Electropulse, a Flamethrower, and then weapon gyros and a battle computer to maximize crit opportunity. Okay, leading this is going to be Colonel Odette, aka Heavy Metal, wearing Seraph armor. She now has the fancy new Plasma Dragon. Let's look at that in detail. 7 to 13 base damage, 13 to 18 crit, 5% crit chance. 8 base ammo. And then we got Smart Gun Kit, which removes the Overwatch penalty. Alloy Bipod, +10 aim, +10 crit. And then a scope. Yeah, her mobility's not that great, but how great does her mobility need to be, right? She's an LMG gunner. Also, you'll notice here that we're pretty much all awesomeness now, because we have plasma weapons across the board. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's look at Dalton. Infantry Master Sergeant. Seraph armor, primarily for mobility, really. Heavy plasma rifle, which we'll look at in detail in a second. Laser pistol, the Illuminator gun sight, which he doesn't need for Executioner perk, but I'm trying to stack the extra aim in here, and I'll show you why in just a sec. Then we get the Neural Gun Link, which is +10 aim and +10 crit, and then a scope. So here's the deal with the heavy variants of weapons, at least in Beta 14. They do +1 damage and +5 crit over a standard plasma rifle, but they have -15 aim and -1 mobility. The -15 aim is not great. Matter of fact, this is why most people don't use them. On a high aim infantry like Dalton, to me it's worth it to give it a whirl. Especially since the base crit's so high and he has a crit build. So it's worth it to me because 11 to 16 crit damage is a pretty big spread. Now, in Beta 15, what they've done is essentially they're massively better. Like every version of heavy rifles is much better in Beta 15, and what they've done is essentially remove the aim penalty if you don't move. So they've kind of tailor-made them, in my opinion, for infantry. And I think it's still -1 mobility if memory serves. But I'm going to give this a whirl, and I just wanted to let you see this in detail. Alright, then we have Jack Jarrett. Gunner. Now he's using the Plasma Nova Gun. He's our squad-based one. So Titan Armor, Plasma Nova Gun, Walker Servos. So he still has 13 mobility, which is solid. Neural Link, Gun Link, and a Scope. Then we have Headhunter. That's right, he's in our fancy new armor here. Look at that. He looks pretty badass if you ask me. Okay, so Archangel Armor. Let's take a look at that in detail. +1 mobility, +8 HP, 0.2 DR, and of course it can fly, and then it has its own power supply, internal air, and all that jazz. So just like, it's basically flying Titan Armor is what it is. Actually, that's exactly what it is. Plasma Sniper Rifle, Laser Pistol Sidearm, High Capacity Mags, a Battle Scanner, and a Scope. Next, we've got John as our Engineer. Aegis Armor, Plasma Storm Gun, just a reminder that's the +3 mobility little plasma gun. 3 Ghost Grenades, 3 Chem Grenades, and 3 Mimic Beacons. 17 mobility, yeah, that ought to get it done. And then, last but not least, we have Christy Smith, aka Combo, our Medic. Aegis Armor, Plasma Carbine, which is the +7 aim, +1 mobility. Laser Pistol Sidearm, a set of Ghost Grenades, a double set of Medkits. Okay, one last look. I think we're good to go. Let's do it. Oh, that's right, aliens. We're coming for you.
Thanks to Dr. Valen's research and some clever developments done in engineering, this skeleton key should allow you to breach the alien compound. We've only got one chance to make this work, though, so let's make sure we do it right. So far, we don't have visual confirmation on the hostiles. I wouldn't get too comfortable, though. We're expecting heavy resistance. They're probably moving into position as we speak.
Alright, let's go.
Well, it looks like we found where
Yes, thank you, Dr. Valen. Yes, we know.
But that still doesn't explain what the purpose of
Shush.
this is.
Shush it. Just gonna go ahead and move. We'll take one side with the mechs. And I'll send the sniper this way. I've got it sped up, so if it looks fast, it's because it is. So a lot of this is just boring moving around stuff, so I don't see any reason to have it be slow. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna send everyone to one side. And we'll use the mechs for cover when we go through if we need it. Okay, mutons. Loaders. Berserkers? Not sure. Alright. Slow it down a little bit. Where's my sniper? Come here. And then where's Odette? Where's Odette? There she is. Put her right there. Then we'll line up the mechs. Firefly will be going through first. And then... Yep, Echo will go behind her. John, you hang out right there. Jack. Right there. So he'll be going forward. Christy can go right here. Dalton can go right here. And Hobo goes here. And then last but not least, Rick goes there. There we go. That's how we set up for a breach. And they are on this side. Or actually they're on both sides, most likely. But we'll rush in and take a look, and then we'll spread out or move accordingly to what we find. Well, actually, I do have one battle scanner. Here, pop this door. Let's take a... Can I throw the battle scanner? Oh. Are you in the way? Fireflies, I think, is in the way. Well, let's see. If I run up and encounter something, I can always... Yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and run in. Really? Really? Okay. Go check the other side, then. That seems unlikely. Oh, okay. That's a little anticlimactic, huh? Dalton, then, can go up here in the... I guess can just move up.
I'm on the move.
I'll put him here, actually, and then we'll do Overwatch. Because they might jump through the fields. Sometimes they do that. Yeah. We're gonna set it up that way. As if something's gonna come through. Yeah. I think that makes the most sense. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a proximity mine up there, too. Right there. And Christy can move up here. Odette. Let's put her up here for now. Dalton can Overwatch. Overwatch. Jack. There's no more room up there. Alright, let's put you here. Steady weapon. Overwatch. John can come over here. Or put him here. Let's put him there. Oh, they're close, whatever it is. Okay, so let's drop another mine. Like so. Mm-hmm. Pop the door. Who can do that? On? Jack. Here, let's do this. You go ahead and turn into a cover point. You in range for your grenades? Yeah, perfect. So we'll just set like a little trap here. Jack can set up right here. Dalton's back here. Dalton gonna be in range? It's questionable. Here, let's do this. Toggle flight. Put Odette in the air right here. And then we can grab Dalton and put him up here. Now, of course, this is all predicated on the fact that there's stuff there, and there is. We can see it, because bioelectric skin is awesome. So actually, let's move Ursula back, and we'll pop the door open with John next turn, and then John will probably withdraw to this position over here, and then maybe toss like a Kim grenade or whatever, depending on what we're up against. Okay, so we're gonna overwatch here. Firefly is gonna move over here and overwatch. We're in no rush. We don't have to, you know, go crazy or anything. Steady weapon back here. Christy, I don't really like her position all that much. Let's move her over here. Okay, this looks good. Now, if they came through the door on us and set off the mines, that would be bad for John, so it's a good thing they didn't do that. That's the only potentially bad thing about the plan here. Okay, let's drop another one. And let's do it like here.
Mine ist in Position. Vorsicht, wo Sie hintreten.
Okay, now John. Actually, John pops the door and they run right through. Yeah, okay, I just... Wait a minute now. That's... Yeah, maybe I should just back off? I know there were people screaming at the screen right then, right? No, Mal, don't do it! John's gonna die! Yeah, he would've. Okay, so let's do this then. This should be safe-ish, right? To do? Well, it's gonna blow the hell out of that wall.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah, we wasted those mines, unfortunately. Darn it. Here I was trying to be all clever. But that's okay. Oh, we slow things back down.
Gegner ausgeschaltet.
In the zone. Okay, let's see. Any other shots? No, we don't really need to take any shots. They're activated. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hunker down right here. And I'm going to steady weapon back here. And I'm going to move completely out of line of sight. Hopefully here with John. And then overwatch with everyone else. Really? You guys aren't gonna come forward? That seems odd to me. There we go. Hi! That Mechtoid. That was pretty funny. He's like, I'm a Mechtoid, roar! And then, yeah, it didn't work out well for him. That was brilliant. Oh. That was really, really fun. That was good. Good times there. Let's see. Let's check visibility with everyone else. Can Dalton see anybody? Are you just not... What's the deal, Dalton? Line of sight issue or range issue? Jack can't really shoot anyone either. Alright. Well. You're, what, linking this guy? Alright, well, we'll just move up. Okay, now, what's my chance to hit this dude over here? Alright, well, then what we're gonna do, wanna use a flamethrower for that? Not really. We'll take 2 shots and maybe one of them hits. And it did. Alright, so 2 dead guys. Yep. And... Shooty shooty. Yeah, nice.
Heading there now.
And let's move up.
Let's do this.
Let's go ahead and move Jack up.
Take cover here.
Echo can move up.
Rücke vor.
Now, we're not going to be lulled into a false sense of security because that was a really weak starter group. And I guarantee you, we've got 50 aliens to fight at least in here.
Bin schon auf dem Weg.
And there will be much harder fights. Of course, it does help when you like instantly just disintegrate a mechtoid. That was kind of fun. But no, we do not get cocky. So we're playing XCOM and we're playing on the for real tip, which means dealing with our consequences. Oh, we can't land until Dalton moves. Toggle flight. Alright, keep moving. I goofed that up a little bit, that's alright. And then Odette. Here, I'll speed this up a little bit, because we're just going to be moving. And back to full health. Nice. Mutons. And I'm assuming heavy floaters? Okay. So we'll move up just a bit, not a lot. So I don't want to fight yet. Reload.
Ich bin bereit.
Plus everyone's like out of position, so that would be bad.
I'm on the move.
Okay, turn back into cover. Jack can move up behind her. Yep. Have John can go right here. Set Overwatch. Brick, I guess, can hang out right there. This part of this place I hate because you've got these things that can blow up. It's really tight quarters. It's not ideal.
In Ordnung, Commander.
I'm gonna try to go out of my way not to see anything. Okay, Christy can go here.
That location.
Odette, Dalton.
Moving out.
Sniper already move? Yes. Okay.
Haben Sie das gehört?
See what I'm talking about? Something right there we have to deal with. And we're not in a very good position to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is come over here with Firefly. And if it looks like a kind of a rough group, we're going to just back up.
Position. Gegnerisches Ziel in Reichweite.
That's not that bad. We're just not in good position. Yeah, we're not the best positioning. Well, we can take care of some of these guys though, right? So, like the Seeker. Like the Seeker. There we go.
He's down.
Okay, and... Nope, you can't fire. You're his cover.
Begebe mich an neue Position.
You can't see anything from there? Really? Alright. I gotta leave Firefly up here, because if not, that thing's gonna come forward, and it's going to grenade us, and it might do it anyway. 12 crit, that was a good hit.
Bin dran.
Let's move over here. Maybe we'll have line of sight next turn. We get line of sight for anyone else? Like, you know, Dalton would be good. Oh, yeah, I could get him line of sight. Hold on. I could put him here. Alright, let's... Let's run the Overwatch. That's not too bad, all things considered. We didn't start another group, so that's good. Okay, now, Dalton, you move to here. And don't have line of sight. Great. Alright.
Bin unterwegs zu neuer Position.
And we'll do this. Turn into your cover.
In Deckung.
You'll set... You'll set Overwatch. Overwatch. Christie's going to move over one. And we're going to move Odette back. Reload. Well, that's it. That's all we got. Alright, end the turn. That's not where I wanted your Overwatch shot to go. I mean, that's nice that you killed him, but wanted it to go here. Well, he does have a second Overwatch shot. I think? No, maybe not. He might be the one doesn't have Sentinel. I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, speed this up a little bit. Now, best thing would be shoot at the mech. Nope, grenade at the mech. Okay, that's okay too. That's actually pretty good considering what could have happened. Hi, Seeker. Bye, Seeker. Or not. Hi. Welcome to the party.
Panzerung hält stand.
Okay, we should be able to clean this up now. There we go. Someone has hollow targeting. Yeah. Rick has hollow targeting.
Bin unterwegs.
I'm not worried about Dalton having cover, so. Actually did 2 points of damage too. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's see. Dalton. Shooty shooty. And actually with that, we'll just move back into cover. Got a kill here. In the zone. And then we'll move
Schon
right
unterwegs.
here. Which didn't uncover anything. Good. Nice.
Ziel getötet.
Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. What I'll do in between episodes is just, like, move everyone up to, like, right about here and, like, reload and everything. Maybe I'll throw a battle scanner or something. And then we'll continue from there, because I gotta go take a little break. I've been recording different things for hours now, and I'm feeling a little loopy. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one so far, and if you have, please hit that thumbs up. As always, I appreciate your comments and feedback. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'm Mal, and I will see you later.